here with Too Faced Beauty Makeup. So basically, if you all are looking at what you all are seeing, and I've been checking out my recent videos where I've been rocking this new hair, truth be told, I actually made it. So this is all synthetic hair. And if you feel like you have to use $200 to $300 to get some sexy hair or whatnot, I'm here to tell you that that is far from true, and I can show you a very inexpensive way to make a full lace closure wig where you can rock and style and curl as well. So I hope you all enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you all get something from this. So let's get started. Okay, loves, here's what you'll need. You'll need a foam head. I got mine from Goodwill for about $5. A dome cap, I got it for about $1 at the beauty supply store. Weaving thread, the weaving needle and scissors, as well as a weft sealer, which I got all from the beauty supply store for maybe about $10 in total. And obviously you'll need the hairdo, and that's that free tress equal synthetic weave Russian bundle wave. Now I got these for like $8.99 a pack at HairSisters.com, and the link to that will be down below. Man, word on the street says this hair is off the chisel, so I went ahead and got it, and I wanted to make sure that this hair was fuller than Kim Kardashian's ass. So that's why I got like 6 packs of them. Yep, 6 packs. So check it out. Okay, to start off, what I did was that I went ahead and unraveled out all my hair, and I used my weft sealer to seal all the wefts. I went ahead and sealed them both front and back of each weft. Now I would usually prefer to use a totally different weft sealer. That's the reason why I'm not showing you all the name of the weft sealer, because it didn't really work. Something like hot glue would be best, or something else like that would probably work out. Okay, loves, next step is the threading. Now the process that I use to go ahead and get this done is the double threading process. Now this process is very necessary so that you can ensure that your thread is strong enough to move through double wefted wefts. So basically what you would do is that you would put your needle through your thread until you're able to get a symmetrical thread, and then you would just tie a double knot. Now make sure that knot is thick enough, like even if you have to do more than a double knot, so that way when you put your needle through your weft, it wouldn't end up as a through and through. Okay, now on to that good stuff, the sewing. Now here are some tips that I went ahead and used when I sewed in the hair. First tip, I folded the wefts together so that way I could ensure fullness. So I folded the wefts together, so I was using a double weft method, so I would sew through 2 wefts instead of 1. I also used the folding method instead of the cutting method. Now that means that I folded the wefts when I would go from one corner to another corner. I folded the wefts instead of cutting the wefts when I reached the corner of the dome cap. The next tip is that I also sewed through the wefts when I reached the corner of the dome cap, and then I folded it, and then I sewed through the wefts again when I, as I am moving towards the middle of the dome cap. Now when I move towards the middle, then that's when I I sewed over the wefts instead of through the wefts. Now this would ensure that, just in case you want to use your wefts again, that, everything will be nice and tight. So I sewed over the wefts as I was, I don't know how to explain it, but hopefully you all will get it. Also, I made sure that each line of wefts were about 1 inch apart, like there weren't any ruler size space between one weft to another weft. I wanted to make sure that my hair was going to be really full. And if you guys are looking closely, you can notice that the space between each thread loop is about 1/2 inch apart. I wanted to make sure that this hair was really nice and tight. So I'm showing this part because it's an example of me closing the corners of each weft. Now as you can see, I am sewing through the weft, and I'm going to go over it a couple of times to make sure that it's very firm and it looks like, it's growing out of my head. So this is how full everything looked after I went ahead and sewed in the 22-inch, 2 20-inches, and 1 18-inch. Now mind you, I had an 18-inch and a 16-inch left, and I also put in the closure around after I finished the second 20-inch. Okay, loves, so here's the secret on how I created my closure. So what I did was that I cut out the 2-inch lace off 2 old Bishi lace wigs that I had no use for anymore, and I turned them vertically instead of the horizontal way that the old wigs had it, so that way I could have more parting space on my new wig. And I went ahead and sewed them onto my new wig, but if I had to do it again, what I would do is that I would sew the both laces together first before I sewed them onto the actual wig. Now I'm sure this sounds a little tedious, but I promise you it's worth not spending over 50 to 150 bucks for a closure that you probably wouldn't get the most use out of. So as you all know, this was my first time making a wig, so I did experience some technical difficulties. I noticed that my wig cap would shrink in size as I installed each pack of hair. So be sure to try on your wig in between each pack installment, so that way you would know if your wig will actually fit your head. Now by the time I installed my 22-inch, 2 20-inches, and 1 18-inch as well as my closure, I found out that my wig could barely fit my head, so I created a process to enlarge your wig cap if you have this problem, and literally all you would need is an extra wig cap. So what you would do is that you will take off your wig from your foam head and replace it with your second wig cap. Make sure you put the wig cap on there loosely, because the point of this is to replace the non-elastic wig cap on your actual wig with the elastic part on your second wig cap. Next, what you will do is that you will cut off the non-elastic part on your wig and put the wig back on the foam head with your wig cap on it, and you will sew the ends of your wig to the wig cap. And then cut off the rest of the wig cap that was not sewn onto your actual wig. This will create more elasticity on your wig cap, so your wig can be able to fit your head. So here's how everything turned out. Enjoy!
Caro they make me want to lose them. Caro they make my head the bang. Caro they make my head the scatter. Caro your body necessary, necessary. Caro carry new story, new story. Caro they make me want the maga. Caro they make my head the turn. Caro they make my head the bang. Caro they make my head the scatter. I'm looking for Caro.
Thanks so much for watching. If you want more of these videos or have any questions at all, or even like this the slightest bit, don't be a stranger, man. Comment down below. Let me know how you feel. This really helps me out to continue. Don't forget to subscribe, press that thumbs up button, and most certainly stay beautiful and two-faced. See you all lovely ladies later. Bye.